There is no way your body is going to let go of belly fat when it is in a danger response. And here is what most women don't even realize. The harder you push, the more you restrict, the more workouts you add, the harder your body holds on. Because all of that is just adding to the cortisol problem. And the cortisol is exactly what is storing that belly fat. Today, I'm getting into why your body is locking down, what's causing that inflammation that keeps you stuck, and what carnivore does that nothing else can. If this is the kind of real talk that you've been looking for, hit the like and subscribe before we get into it. This helps more women find my content, and stay with me because this is the video I wish someone had made for me years ago. If you're trying to lose belly fat in midlife, the main thing I want you to take away from this is if you're under a lot of stress and you're pushing harder and trying to do more, you're actually not going to see any results. You're going to continue to be stuck. You're going to continue to feel frustrated because there is no way the body is going to let go of fat when it's actually in a crisis mode in danger response. So when it's getting the danger response, it's locking down. It is literally not going to let anything leave because there is danger in the body. It's like a tiger is on top of you, not chasing you. It's on top of you and it's staying on top of you. It's not moving. Your body and your nervous system are completely overwhelmed. And you think you just have to try harder, sweat more, restrict more. Like all these things are adding to the cortisol problem. And cortisol is what stores body fat. So does insulin. So if you're eating 6 times a day, if you are eating carbs and you're trying to do carnivore, that is going to undermine what your goal is. You cannot do carbs and carnivore and get the benefits of carnivore. It's just not possible. Your body holds on to things whenever you're stressed. It holds on to water, it holds on to fat, and it holds on to inflammation. And another thing that gives your body inflammation, which is the root cause of every single disease known to man, and that is eating sugar, eating processed foods, eating grains, and eating seed oils. Now, the thing about sugar, we think that eating sweet potatoes and apples and bananas are all healthy for us. But these are not fruits and vegetables that you would have found in the wild when we were our ancestors. When they were out hunter and gathering, they weren't able to do that. And the reason is because these things didn't grow in nature. And if you go in the woods, I heard somebody say this the other day, if you go in the woods, you wouldn't want to eat any of those plants that are in the woods because they would poison you. The foods that we've been taught to eat, lots of grains, look at society. We are not healthy. We're like Wall-E. We're like that movie. Those people are obese, right? They're missing the point. They're missing the forest for the trees. They're literally looking at the wrong thing. Because we have convenience in this country, because we have convenience in this world, we have to think about, is the convenience giving us the life that is healthy and making us strong? Or is the convenience taking away from us and making us unwell? We have to look at this. You can't moderate foods that were never designed to moderate. You cannot try to eat all these foods and try to control yourself. Look at how many people admit to being addicted to these foods. And that is because they are trying to moderate them. They were designed to sell a lot of product. They were not designed for you to eat a small amount of them, okay? And they're not even real food. Hello. They are actually processed non-food and fake food items. That's all they are. You cannot get nutrient density that your body needs to run on to give you energy and fuel and to feed your hormones and to feed your brain. It's like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Our country, they have us on statins to lower our cholesterol. What they should be lowering is the amount of foods, fake foods, and all these crappy boxed chemical-laden foods that we've been given and presented as food. They need to remove those because when you eat saturated fat, and you eat red meat, you actually are getting nutrient-dense food that your body can actually turn into fuel. When you eat things like Twinkies and Oreos and Doritos and ice cream, all these foods are not nutrient dense. They're void of all nutrients, and they literally are just sugar and fat. And these aren't even healthy fats. And they're full of seed oils. And this is what's making all of us so sick. This is why you have hot flashes. This is why you have all of these diseases that you've been presented with. Like menopause is a disease, like unavoidable, like it's written in your DNA. That is not true. I am 52 years old. I am actually almost 53 years old, and I do not have hot flashes. I also don't have my uterus because I had fibroids from eating this diet that we've been taught to eat and not being given options. So I let them take it out because I wanted it out so bad. And the reason I wanted it out because it was causing me so much misery and pain, and I didn't feel well. I didn't get better because I had my uterus removed. Because of that, so many other bad things happened. We cannot go down this road of believing that our bodies are messed up, that we get a disease of menopause when we turn over 40. Perimenopause is not a thing. It is just a sales and marketing message. The reason you have the things you have is because you actually are eating foods that are causing these symptoms. If you remove the foods, which are addictive and delicious and amazing, you actually will get better. Now, it's important for you to realize that you can chase the gym, you can chase cardio, you can chase diets, you can chase moderation, or you can decide that you really want to change your life and you want to enjoy your later years, which is an amazing graduation from everything prior to 40. You graduate into this wise and grounded version of yourself. You get to enjoy this time. You can't enjoy it if you're believing you have a disease. So I'm here to say that you can't lose belly fat if you're constantly under stress and you're not taking care of yourself. You cannot feel better and get rid of the inflammation if you don't remove the foods you're trying to moderate. You can't get nutrient-dense foods and cholesterol, people. Cholesterol transports the fat through your blood. You need that. You are chasing the wrong thing. You need to look at your triglyceride to your HDL ratio over all these other numbers. And they have everything basically positioned to where they can prescribe medication. Now, I'm not against medication. I think it's an amazing invention, but I don't think it's necessary to take it for things that you can actually change. Your body is not broken. It's not failing you. It's protecting you. When you remove the foods that are causing the inflammation and stop adding pressure to the body that you have that's already overwhelmed, your body gets to calm down. And when it calms down, it can let go of the fat, the inflammation, the symptoms you've been told are just part of getting older. That is what carnivore does. It removes the interference and your body does the rest. If something in you just said yes, send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram and just say clarity. I'll send you a link to book a call. The links are in the show notes below. And click here to learn about what you eat and how it affects you. I'll see you in the next video.